we're going to be drawing Justice League Cyborg from the Snyder Cut. So, I'm going to start off here with his head. Get his shoulders and his chest. Stomach obliques, hips. His shoulder is going to be up here. Remember, divided into three. The bottom of the rib cage is part of the three, like that, like this. And we go up because he's looking up very heroically. And that's the basics right there. Okay, so he's all jacked up. He is a strong guy, so he's going to have a bigger neck, like this. Now we're just putting where his shoulders are and things like that. So then we can map out where all his his parts are going to go, all his machinery. This is all very detailed, so we just need to look out for everything. So got the shoulders like a teardrop. Go down here and like that. Let me just darken this up right here so that everybody can see it. If I'm going a little too fast, feel free to pause it. Let's see. And his broad chest. He is a football player after all. Got the ribs. And like that. Alright, so that's the basics of Cyborg here. So we're going to do this. Lighten up a little bit. I suggest you erase it so then you can see what's going on. His head goes like this. Like that. If his jaw goes down here, like this. And then he has a large circle for his ear over here. And like this. And then he has the thing going around the back of his skull. And this is the metallic part of his head. He has the circle right here, like that. And then he has it going down his face like this on the side. And then he has his eye like this. And there you go. Now he has the metallic neck part over here. And there's a design that goes like this. It's just some lines. They go like this. And they go down like that. Small part of the neck. It's all the neck muscle. It's like right here. It stretches out a bit, so it's a little thinner. 3. And then he has like downward, upside down, like V's, like wide V's where his neck is. He has his shoulder right here. Again, this is just all mapping it out where it is. That's why you do the underdrawing first. Like this. Over on this side. Like this. Boom. It has, it's like broken down parts over here, so it has, let me break this up just a little more. Like that, see? And it goes like this. It's a little darker. It has the pec muscles are over here. They go out, down. So it's shaped like this. It goes to the side, goes down, and it goes across and connects. Same thing over here. It goes this way, up like that, down, this way, up, this way, connects. And then he has the glowy part in here. It's glowing. You get some dark in there, like that. Now, he has his pec over here. It's like it goes along the shoulder blade. It's all mechanical. So, it's the shoulder blade right here. And the part of the pec goes like this. Like that. Goes down. And it goes along here. Kind of like the outline. Like that. Like that. See? Now, it goes down to the bottom like that. There's another section. It divides right there. And then this starts right here. It outlines his rib cage. Like so. Same thing over here. Then there's a whole bunch of intricate parts that make up his stomach. Because they all have to move, I guess. So, your stomach is actually one of the most, flexible, hard-working things ever. That's why if you hurt your stomach, you're not able to move that much because it balances everything out. There you go. Now he has, this is the part that gets a little more intricate. He has some lines like this, like a V, and then more, it's almost like a bat shape, like Batman. Like this. Like this. It's all just double lines. And then it gets pretty simple, but takes a little patience over here. Let me see. Goes along like the outside. Just think of it as this part just expanding. That's really all it is. Like that. Like this. And so that goes 1, 2, 3. And then it goes into his ribs right here because it's like mechanical ribs. Same thing over here. Mechanical ribs. It goes like that. And then he has a broad back. This part just goes like this, still goes down. Follows the V part, except it kind of smooths out a little more. So you still see it, just smooths out. There you go. Now, his stomach actually narrows down because he doesn't have like the insides, the human. He doesn't have any guts, so it's just all functional. So they're going to go in more. This is one of very few times that you can actually just draw the guts, or like sans guts without no guts on your hero. So I gotta watch out for that because I'm used to drawing, you know, characters that look like they have stomachs. So this is his obliques over here, and then there's dark. It's like in here. There's some darkness in there, and then again, it's all functional. So there's no like prettiness in his body down here. No beauty like that. See, so it all follows that pattern. And then he has his hips go like this. I'm going to go off screen. There you go. This part of the hip goes here, like this. This part goes here. And his groin goes like this. and goes off camera. His shoulders over here. See this? See where it's going? It's like a plate over here. Zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on. And then all of his muscles work like a machine, remember? Because he is a machine. So he has his bicep that goes like this. Let me darken this section up right here so we can see the difference between the lines. Alright, there we go. And then this is in the background more so you can see it better. Like this. And then it's like hydraulics. It is hydraulics actually. And then I guess it's kind of like his. I'm just trying to see the equivalent of what the muscles are. And I guess these triceps, this would be his bicep. And then there's this section over here, which is just like piping. I guess that's where uh, the tendons and stuff are supposed to be. Like that. And it goes around like this. It goes like that. This goes like that. It's down. It's all basic shapes. And then there's like this design like that goes out that it does it's round but it's square, if that makes sense. Now on this arm over here on this side, it has the same work, except you see the other side. So it goes like this. It just outlines where the shoulder muscle is, and then it goes down like that. It's tucked underneath, although there is like this little section right here. And I need to emphasize that over here as well. And then you have his arms that go like this. Now this one goes in front, this one goes behind. And then this is supposed to be like his tricep over here. So it's an odd shape like that. And the arm goes like the biceps. It's all the basic form like we laid down before. It's kind of broken up on top of it. See, it's just breaking it up like this. It goes down. It goes up like that, meets right there. This is on top. And then it goes down some more, like that. Kind of like a knife point. And then the biceps over here, it's actually like round, more rounds. This is what it seems like on this side. Although it's all the same, it's just it looks more rounder in that shadow. And then like this. And it goes down. The hydraulics connect. You see right through it. So there's like a gap right in here. Right in there is a gap. And so I'm just going to outline this stuff so it gets a little more clearer. And it goes like this. Now his elbow is mechanical. Obviously, I keep saying that. Obviously it's mechanical. So it goes like it's literally like a circle, like a couple circles right there. And we have what would be this muscle over here. It goes like this, like that, and it goes around like such. Like so, right here. Goes around and breaks up like that. There we go. Now we just have to add a little bit more detail. Don't try to worry about his armor too much, but there is intricate line work. Goes like this. Now it's just doing shadows and highlights. That's really all it is right now. Because if you draw too many lines, then it's just going to get all confusing. So shadow over here, and a shadow in here. So like I said before, like if you just draw shadows, you can also isolate the highlights. So there's shadow here, here, and under here. That's basically all in shadow. That shiny part, it's not really in shadow, but we can just kind of divide it right here, like this. And the hydraulics they have like a little section in here, like that. I don't know if you can see that. Now, he has his chest part that goes like this, and the same thing over here. It goes down like this section right here, connects, connects, and this right here, like that, like this. Same thing on the other side, it's diagonal, it's like a V, diagonal V, like that. And it's glowing inside, so there's going to be some heavy shadow in here because that makes it brighter over here. Now, his jaw goes like so, that. And this splits like right down here as well. Actually, this can go a little lower as well, right here. Erase this. There we go. Now, there is like little sections in here that you can just color in, or like that. That goes beneath the outer V's, like the little bat shapes. So just watch out for that. You can go in with an eraser afterwards. Just connects. And it goes down straight. It's kind of like Spider-Man's webbing. It takes different directions and then it fans out and then gets in the middle. I don't know if that made any sense. So it goes like this. And then it ends up going basically straight down. Like that. We'll go over and erase it if in case it goes over. Like that part of the line just went over the above section. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I guess we don't have to worry too much about getting inside the section right there because we can just go over it with the eraser and get rid of it. This is a little bit of detail work, but I wouldn't say it's tedious. It's just part of the more finite details here. There we go. Just make sure that it fans down to the point where it's basically straight, like that. There we go. Booyah. Kasha. No, booyah. I believe that's what he says in Teen Titans Go. Booyah. Do it like this. It's hard to believe that that's the same Cyborg. It's crazy. Now he has some ribs that go down like this. It's like blades almost. Like that. I'll erase it so you can see a little better. See it? Like this. And I'm going to do the shadow up here some more on the rib cage. So you can see that it's actually layered on top and not just, blending in. I'll do that as well over on this side. So we separate everything because it can get messy. There's a lot of detail in this. Do that. This. And he actually does have a cover up, which is like his obliques. So he does have something over here that goes before his hip bones. So it goes like this. So it goes down in a section like this, and then I guess it would protect, I don't know. I don't know what function this would be. I guess you can just say that it's his obliques, his external obliques. And they can just fan out, or not fan out, but contract and expand. Yeah, and then there's that section in there. And that goes into his back, so there's a shadow here, and there's shadow that goes up behind here, because he has a big back. There we go. And I think this is turning out pretty well. So far, so good. Now we have to worry about his face, which in retrospect isn't that much of a big deal compared to everything else that we just did. So let's work on that now. I'm going to just connect that part right here. And we have his hair. I usually draw everything else first, but this is like kind of unique. Like that. Let's fill that in. Brother has a fade, kind of. So it's like this. Feather it out just a little bit. And this goes like along his cheekbones, so his nose is out more. That. So we're going to give him like a nice determined look. Like this. Notice how the shape is more dynamic now. Because you can do that when you illustrate and you do comics and stuff. There you go. And then we can actually pull this down a little bit. There we go. Like that. And then we got his lip. Section right here. And then a section over here. There we go. Go like that. And we have shadow over here. Yes, cheekbones. And let's add some depth over here. So we'll erase underneath to create some sort of depth. See? Get rid of that. Alright, I'm feeling it right there. Let's add furrowed brow. Get like that to get the space, like the feeling of depth. And depending on how worried we want to make them, we can add in like his, like a little markings under the eyes. Let's go like that. add like this. And we have like a little line thing over here. And so let's just erase in the circle like such. So right here, erase that so it's like all glowy glowy. Let's shadow in here. Alright, and then this is all metallic, so we'll just color right along here. And there's a section in here that's hollow, so we'll just put that in there. Same thing over here. It's a section that actually does have some little muscle right here, and it's hollow in there. Highlight right here. There we go. Like this. Erase that right there. That. All right. Over here. Let's darken that up. Get the contrast higher. So then the inside looks like it's glowing more. There we go. Now it's metallic, so there's not a lot of feathering, unless it's like a round shape, but there's not really that much roundness on him. Everything is basically like jagged. Like that. Maybe along here there'll be some feather. Same thing here. Sea doodles. But not along here. A little more line there. A little more feathering here. Like that. Just draw the lines. It's metallic. So I'll mess with that a little bit later. I'll do that in the inking. So I'm actually feeling this. I think this is turning out well. I don't know how yours is turning out, but make sure that you double check the other side, like flip it around like I keep talking about. Just take the pencils, put it up to the light. So what I'm doing here on the other side, I'm realizing that some things are a little disproportionate, like right here. That needs to be out some more. There we go. And this oblique over here. And his hip, like that. His groin. And it. So that helps out just doing that. So pause it, see what you got to fix up. Now there's going to be a little more highlights here. So just draw a shadow over here. It's going to be some dark over here. Dark over here. Now notice that it all stops at a line right here. That means that there's more of a sharp edge. Same thing over here. Now this has a sharp edge as well. Like that. I know this is a longer video, because there's a lot of stuff to go over in here, but I think it's worth it in the end. There we go. Let me see. Let's erase in there. Just to, you see what I'm doing? I'm just erasing the V section over here, just to make sure that everything pops out just a little bit. so I'm going to ink it up. Hopefully you guys liked it. Make sure to check out my other videos. I did Dark Side, I did the Batman, I just finished up a Flash thing, so check out the DC characters over there. I got another video set over here that you can check out, and this brand new one up in this corner that you can check out as well. I will see you guys there.